Good morning. I have described to you what happened to me on the street in Aberystwyth outside the off-licence on the 20th of July, 1992. Dwi wedi disgrifio chi be ddigwyddodd i mi ar y stryd yn Aberystwyth tu allan i'r off-licence ar yr 20fed o'r Orffennaf 1992. I haven't had a drink of alcohol since that date. Dwi ddim wedi cael diod o alcohol ers y diwrnod hwnnw. Through God's grace, trwy ras Duw. But then I did retreat to the attic where I'd run away from my responsibility as a husband, as a father, and as an employee. Mi nes I ddychwelyd i'r atig lle o'n I wedi dianc oddi wrth fy nghyfrifoldebau fel gŵr, fel tad ac fel gweithiwr. And I took the drugs 3 doctors had prescribed for me, like Smarties. A mi nes I cymeryd y cyffuria 3 doctor wedi I rhoi I mi, I cymryd nhw fel Smarties. By the way, the doctors didn't know about each other's existence. The doctoriaid ddim yn gwybod am adolaeth I gilydd. And I fell into a deep, deep sleep. A mi nes I fynd I gysgu, drum. When I woke up, I thought I'd had a stroke. Pan nes I ddeffro, o'n i'n meddwl mod I wedi cael stroke. I couldn't move my lips, I couldn't open my eyes, couldn't move a finger. I've never been so terrified in my life. A nes I ddeffro, o'n i'n meddwl mod I wedi cael stroke, o'n I methu symud yn hafod, methu agor yn llygaid, methu symud bus, na bawd, dwi wedi bod mor ofnus yn fy mywyd. And that's when Bet walked into the room, who would give me a solace in that attic. A dyna pryd oedd Bet I mewn, yr un o wedi rhoi dihangfa I mi yn yr attic. And she was horrified to see the state I was in, ac oedd I wedi dechrau yn gweld y cyflwr o'n un efo. And she started rubbing water on my lips, slowly getting me to sit on the edge of the bed, and eventually standing in the middle of the room. And I was shaking from top to bottom with delirium tremens. Ac mi nath I ddechrau rhwbio dŵr ar y ngwefusau yng nghalun ar y deg eistedd ar erchwyn y gwely ac yna raddol I sefyll yng nghanol y stafell a mewn i'n crynu oherwydd effaith y cyffuria yr alcohol. And she was holding on to both my hands. And as a result, she was shaking as well. Oedd hi'n dal yn nwy law I fel hyn o ganlyniad oedd hitha'n crynu hefyd. And that's when I asked for help. A dyna pryd ymwnes I am help. The most effective prayer I've ever prayed in my life. One word, help. And that prayer has been answered one day at a time ever since. Dyna pryd nes I ofyn am help. Y weddi fwyaf effeithiol dwi erioed wedi weddio yn fy mywyd. Un gair, help. Ac mae'r weddi na wedi cael ei atab un dydd ar y tro. Byth ers hynny. It was a total surrender. Ildiad cyfan gwbl. John Henry Newman describes it as, like captured rebels, we had to lay down our arms and stop fighting. It was a surrender absolutely, without knowing whether I would live or die. John Henry Newman yn ddisgrifio fo felly. Fel milwyr yn gosod lawr I harfa, rhoi gorau i'r frwydr ildio yn gyfan gwbl, heb wybod os da ni'n mynd I fyw neu farw. In that surrender, of course, my whole life changed. Ac yn yr ildiad yna fe newidiodd fy holl fywyd I. But something else happened as well. Digwyddodd rhywbeth arall hefyd. Bet's eyes. Llygaid Bet. Now, I was used to people being angry and shouting at me. O'n I di arfer fo pobl fod yn flin ac yn gweiddi arna I. But she had love in her eyes. She had compassion in her eyes far beyond her young years. O'n I gariad yn I llygaid, drostyr yn I llygaid. Di hwn tiw blynyddoedd ifanc. And I knew. O'n I just yn gwybod. That is the answer to addiction. Dyna'r ateb I ddibyniad. Love. And I'd been looking for it in all the wrong places. Cariad, ac o'n I wedi bod yn chwilio amdano fo'n llefydd anghywir I gyd. The human heart's desire to be loved for itself. Dyhead y galon ddynol I gael ei charu amdani hi hun. And I had found it there and then, in Beth's eyes. Ac o'n I wedi ffindio fo yn ei llygaid hi. And I knew then, from then onwards, I knew my purpose in life was to share that love with other people who were suffering like I had suffered. Ac o'n i'n gwybod mae pwrpas y mywyd wedi hynny, oedd rhannu'r cariad yna gyda phobl eraill o wedi dioddau I fath a fi. But first, of course, I had to find that love for myself. Ond yn gyntaf, of course, o rhaid mi ddarganfod y cariad yna dros da fi fy hun. And that's when the journey of self-discovery really started. A dyna pryd dechreuodd y daith o hunan adnabyddiaeth go iawn.